Hey guys, this is Wesley Todd with Florida Prison Consulting, and this is probably the most important video I've made yet. If you have family or loved ones that are incarcerated and they're going through problems, the biggest way to stop the problems immediately is to put heat on the institution, because the institution's doing so much felony actions every given moment. They're involved in so many billions and billions of dollars worth of fraud. Every single institution, fraud, corruption, smuggling, prostitution, and yes, I'm serious. These female officers a lot of times do prostitute themselves to inmates. Every kind of crime you can imagine, and it's all permitted 100% because all the different levels of staff are involved in their own corruption. So they're going to let the female guard go ahead and prostitute herself, and then the staff, they always work their way up by sleeping with seniority staff or having dirt on seniority staff. This is the way people get promoted within the Federal Bureau of Prisons 100% of the time. If a girl becomes a case manager, she slept her way to get there. And that's why they act so arrogant and so rude and just untouchable to the inmates' family, is because they know they're untouchable. They know that they slept with the warden, etc. So there's one way to fix that, and that's to bring the spotlight onto the federal prison. And you can do it through grievances. That's one way. You can do it through filing reports with the Office of Inspector General's office. That's another way. Another really powerful way, and the best way if you actually love your family that's locked up, do this. Go to your senator from where the guy got locked up. Let's say he got locked up in Tennessee. So you'll want to go to the Tennessee senators' websites. When you get to their website, you'll see a link that says help with a federal agency. There will be a thing for you to download, a permissions form you've got to download. You got to sign it. You got to put your social. You got to put your address. You got to put all your information. And then you submit that. You can submit it by email to the senator or the congressman. You can do it. I would recommend you do it to both senators and Congress. There's 2 senators for each state, and there's Congress you can write to as well. But I would recommend you do one to each one. And what's going to happen is that complaint that you lodge becomes a case in that senator or congressman's office. It's a case. They have case workers that will actually contact BOP and say, okay, what's going on? Why are we hearing our constituents complaining about such and such an issue? And when this happens, all holy hell breaks loose. Region starts freaking out, panicking, because Region already knows how much corruption is going on at the institution, because they're all involved in the same corruption themselves. They've already slept their way to get to the regional office, and they're involved in massive corruption. The institution's involved in massive corruption, and the last thing they want is the U.S. Senate Judiciary Committee meeting and having a hearing about issues that family members are bringing up with inmates. So they're going to try to hush up the issues immediately, quick. If they're smart, that's the smartest way they can handle it, is quickly. All of a sudden, your inmate won't be getting harassed by staff anymore. If he was being denied TV interviews, all of a sudden he'll get TV interviews, etc. I just did one for Tiger King. I do this. I'm very professional about it. I did one for Tiger King, and he had been denied any press interviews. All of a sudden, guess what? He got press interviews as soon as I started filing with Senator Marco Rubio. So what's really important to remember is you've got to go to the senator and congressperson where the inmate originally caught his charge, where he was living, and that's who you contact. And you can also call the U.S. Senate Judiciary Committee. I suggest Dick Durbin's office, and you can tell them that you want to come out and be a federal whistleblower about crime and corruption going on within the facility. They will sign you up under the Federal Whistleblower Protection Act. They'll read you off your rights, and they'll take your testimony. If they like your testimony, they may give you more interviews, and they may even fly you into Washington, which they've actually talked about doing with me, possibly bring me into Washington. But I've gotten 4 or 5 interviews with the Senate Judiciary Committee regarding corruption I turned state's evidence on. I've also went to the FBI. There's actually a big case against one prison right now with the FBI that thank God I helped start. So this is the fastest way to tear the walls down, is to turn in the corruption, put the spotlights on the federal prisons, and when the spotlights get on, the rats and cockroaches that they flee. And all of a sudden, your inmate is getting preferential treatment. Your inmate is getting everything everything that he's got coming. He's getting his transfers. He's getting everything because they don't want to mess with an inmate who's got a family member that's contacting Congress and Senate and knows how to do this. And if you've got the money, hire me. I'm really good at this. I do this for, celebrities. So anyways, guys, this is my information. And if everybody that's got loved ones would start doing this, we could take these federal prisons down. I'm not kidding you. We could take these centers of corruption and inhumane activity down. But everybody has to care enough about their loved one to actually spend, 10 minutes downloading a consent form and writing in the complaint. So anyways, guys, follow me for more. God bless.